Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Well, I'm at my computer today and I'm going to answer a couple of viewer questions. And if you literally could care less about either one of these viewer questions, I think the way I answer them and what I've discovered is going to maybe help you get answers to your questions really quickly later on. And literally last weekend, I used this tool and it changed my life and how I look at how to get information. Let's first get to the letters today. First letter comes from Roy, and Roy says, "Hi Mike, recently I bought the Pat's Easy Change from your fun store. Watching your video on installing it, I saw where it will possibly cause the PTO shaft to be too short. I've got a John Deere 506 mower. My question is, how far out would it be safe to use? Right now I'm not really sure how far it goes in, as I've got a box blade on the tractor." Oh, great question, Roy. Let's go to my second question from Ricky. Ricky says, "Mike, I have an old Yanmar similar to a John Deere 1070. I'm trying to figure out draft control and the point top link positioning to stop the tractor from thinking it needs to adjust draft while just bush hogging. If you have suggestions, please send them my way, Ricky." Well, to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to either one of these questions. I'm not sure on the overlap. I know kind of a ballpark of what I would recommend on the PTO shaft if you add Pat's Easy Change to a lower link arms of your 3-point. And I have no idea on the draft control exactly how the draft and position control works on the old Yanmar tractor. But I tell you who does know, and I bashed them here a few weeks ago. I've talked a little bit about AI, and everybody has an opinion about AI. Either it's going to destroy us, or it's going to change our lives for the better, or it's going to bankrupt us. Who knows what it's going to do? But what it can do right now is pretty impressive. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how much I hated AI videos. I hate AI videos. And it's not the AI that I hate, it's the people that are, and I shouldn't say I hate, I wish they weren't around, people that are trying to make a buck by producing AI videos. And basically what they're doing is to tell AI to go in and find out what videos get the most views on YouTube and recreate similar videos. And they could care less whether the information is good or not. They're going for the views and the payment from YouTube. And I'm afraid if YouTube doesn't get their hands around it and get it stopped, it's going to destroy us, because I don't know if you're like me. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and if you get a third of the way through and find out it's AI, and you usually do, at some point they mispronounce a word or do something weird or say something you know is not right, and you're like, oh, this is AI, and then you X out of it. So it really lessens the credibility of the platform. But what AI can do, and I was blown away by how this worked for me, is answer questions specifically to a product, like these two questions. And let me just show you, I went to Gemini AI, and Gemini is the AI that Google owns. And if you're watching Google YouTube videos on Chrome, you'll see Gemini up in the upper right-hand corner. But both of these questions, I've never fooled with draft control that much. I hate to admit it, but we've got so many rocks in this area. If you put a plow in the ground in southwest Missouri, where I'm at, you just dredge up millennial rocks that have been there for millions of years, and I don't want to do that. So I've never used tillage equipment, and draft control involves tillage equipment. So I went to Gemini AI and asked it specifically on both of these questions, and I'll just show you what I asked it for. Roy, I said, what's the minimum PTO overlap on a Deere 506 mower? And what it came back with was pretty amazing. And right here it is. For the John Deere 506 rotary cutter, the standard requirement for PTO shaft overlap is a minimum of 6 inches, which is honestly what I would have said. And then it says maintaining this overlap is critical to ensure the two halves of the shaft do not separate or whip under load. After I read that, I thought, well, that's really good information. Where did they get that? And I clicked on the sources, and it came from BEFCO and from Farmers Equipment Sales. And BEFCO is a well-known company that manufactures 3-point implements. And so I trust this. And I honestly learned right here something I didn't know. General rule of engagement: if specific manual specs are unavailable, a common safety standard is that the overlap should be at least a third the total length of the telescoping tubes. Well, I didn't know that. That's fascinating, and I don't know where it got it, but that all sounds right to me. So let's go to the draft control question. So on this one, I Googled how do you set the draft control on a John Deere 1070 because I didn't know what model Yanmar, and it came back with this long answer, and it tells you exactly how to not adjust the draft control and position control so the cutter's jumping up while you're going through the field bush hogging, and both of these answers I sent to the guys and heard back from them. They were very appreciative that they got the answers. But the point of this is, if you've got a question and a very specific question about equipment, and I am more than glad to help out anybody that's got a question. I always said when I started this YouTube channel, one of the things I wanted to do at the end of my career was give back a little bit to the industry. I feel like that's just something I wanted to do, help people out for no monetary gain expected. And I've been in the business for 30 years. There's a lot of things I know, a lot of things I don't know, but I know who to contact on just about any question. So I am more than happy to answer questions. And if you go to my website and type in a question, eventually it gets to me. Now, I may not answer it that day, but I'll eventually get back to you and give you an answer to the question. Now, a lot of the questions I get in because I'm a sales guy. I'm not a technician. I've never been a hired technician. And if I were, I would be fired because I spend more time looking for my tools than I do turning wrenches. And I've got basic knowledge of mechanics, but I've never been a mechanic. So I've always been a sales guy. And so I don't have the vast knowledge that those guys have, but I know where to go to get the information. But from now on, I think first place I'm going to go when I've got a question I can't answer on my YouTube channel or on my website is to go to Gemini AI. And I'll always look at the sources to make sure that they're credible. But I want to give you a real quick testimonial about how well this can work, and not only with tractors, but with anything. At the start of last weekend on Friday, I had 3 issues with this computer I'm facing right now, or with computers that I own. The big issue was I run a Mac computer, a Macintosh computer, because most of us that do videos have Macs because they're real easy to edit on. And I've got a program called Alfred. And if you've got a Macintosh, check out Alfred. It's one of the most life-changing programs I've ever seen. And it does a whole lot of things. I won't go into it, but it quit working on my computer. And when I bought the Alfred subscription, I bought a lifetime membership. So I've got it as long as I live. Problem with that is I didn't pay as much as I probably should have for it. And the Alfred tech support is not that great. I mean, they literally can't charge me, I think it was 120 or 150 bucks to get it for a lifetime. And if I burn through a couple hours of their tech support, they've lost money on me. And I understand they can't provide the support. Well, they did a diagnostic on Alfred and they found out Alfred was working fine. There's something wrong with my computer. And so this was three or 4 weeks ago, and I have to have that program to operate. So I did everything I could think of. I went into the back end of my computer. I changed settings. I altered things. I could not get it to work. So on Friday of last week, it hit me, why don't I ask AI what to do? And I typed in, Alfred has quit working on my Mac computer. Here's what it does. To Gemini AI, the free version of Google's AI. And it led me on a step-by-step journey on how to find the problem. And the problem was Alfred backs itself up to a drop box, and I had 2 drop boxes open, and it couldn't figure out where to go, and it had locked up. And in about probably an hour, I fixed the problem that I had been fighting for 3 weeks and probably spent somewhere between 5 and 6 hours trying to figure out. And it was good information. And it led me step by step by step. And it would tell me sometimes you need to click on the icon that says this. And I'd say that icon's not there. And it would say, well, on some programs it's not. Here's another thing you can do. And it was like having someone that knew computers standing by your side, guiding you through every step along the way. It was wonderful. Well, I got that done. And that was at like midnight on Friday night. And I got up Saturday morning. I'm like, I'm going to see what else I can do with AI. Well, I've got a backup on my computer. My computer has got a remote hard drive that is programmed to back up, save all my information. It's called Time Machine. It's on all Macs, and it quit working a few months ago, and it did because the hard drive was full, and the hard drive I couldn't erase. So I asked Gemini how to fix that, and it led me step by step through. And by mid-morning, Saturday morning, my computer was backing up again. Then I've got a laptop that is running slower and slower and slower and slower. And so Saturday night, I asked Gemini, how do I fix my laptop? And it led me step by step through how to do that. And I had 3 virus controls working on the computer. They were all working at the same time. One I pay for is the one I want to use, and 2 that were downloaded unbeknownst to me, or I accidentally downloaded them, and they were free, and they were all working against one another. And we turned the 2 off that were free and deleted them. And I have like a new computer again. My 2014 HP laptop now works like a new computer, and I was overjoyed. And so I'm telling you today, if you've got a question about anything, and tractors or computers or any problem that has been nagging you, you don't know how to fix it, go to Gemini AI and see what happens. It might just amaze you. And I am totally happy to answer any tractor questions you have. But if I don't know the answer, the first place I'm going from now on is Gemini AI. And if the sources are good and you know they've got access to all the old owner's manuals and probably service manuals that they can comb through, and I think we're going to get good information out of it. So AI may destroy us, but right now I love AI. And I challenge you, check it out on some problem that's nagging you that you can't figure out, because it may change your life. I appreciate you watching my videos. I would be honored if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking the mic face icon, and make sure you check the bell so you get notified when I post future videos. Here's a link to my website and the Tractor Fund store. It has Pat's Easy Change and other cool things for sale for the tractor owner. That's how I make my living. And here's another couple of videos you might want to watch. Thanks for watching.